Sean Combs, big music mogul, committed these crimes, had these freak-offs, had coerced women into forced sex, all as a part of a criminal enterprise, and others were involved to facilitate that enterprise. But the defense part of this, they come second. And how they contrasted it, I think, is very interesting. They didn't try to say Sean Combs did none of this. They said, look, he's a bad guy. He's a jerk. He has anger issues. He took drugs. And they even took the step of saying that he had some domestic violence in his past. That is important because, in a way, you put to the jury, hey, if he had these things, doesn't that build into what the prosecution is saying? What the defense is going to try to do here is say, just because he is a bad person doesn't mean he is a person who did illegal things. We do not convict people for being bad people. We convict people for doing illegal activities. So was what we're seeing here in this case, jury, is what the defense is trying to say. Was what we're seeing here evidence of a racketeering enterprise, conspiracy, things like that? Or was this a person with anger issues that you or I might have, sexual proclivities that we may not understand or agree with, but are these things that should lead to a conviction in this case? And I think that's a risky thing to do in some ways, but it's what they have to do because they've got a very imperfect client.
Let's stick to that word risky that you just threw out there. I would imagine you've surmised and deduced that this is risky because of the times that we're living in. This is not the 90s. This is not the 80s. This is not even the early 2000s. This is a time where domestic violence has really come to the forefront of the mind's eye of American citizens and beyond because of the heinous behavior of a lot of people, most of them being men, against women. The Me Too movement, the aftermath of all of that and what have you. You're looking at those kind of things, and I find myself saying, why in God's name would a defense team believe that that's a strategy to employ in light of how sensitive we are to those things in these times compared to how we were in years past? Is that why you use the word risky?
It is. It is, because we are in a time where we are believing people who are accusing big titans of industry like Sean Combs.